Good morning, my dear students. This is your history class. So, you have completed chapter number first of the history. After the end of the Harappan civilization chapters, it will be starts with chapter number 2, Kings, Farmers and the Towns. In these chapters, we have to discuss 600 BCE to 600 CE. This is the period. Approximately, it is a long period, about to 1500 years. It is a long span of the history. In this span, we are just discussing about some of the historical facts, kings, farmers and towns. So let's start introduction. If we are talking about the 600 BC and the 600th century, what was the history of this span? So in this era, it is also known for crucial developments. Why? Because the increasing use of iron. In this era, most of the uses of iron, developments of the coinage, rise of new religions like the Buddhism and the Jainism. The first point is, it is known for crucial development. Second, increased use of iron. Third point, increased use of iron, development of coinage. And fourth point is rise of new religion like as Jainism and Buddhism. We will talk in chapter number 4 more about these two religions, Jainism and Buddhism. Rise of new religion Jainism and Buddhism. So in these chapters, first we know about the emperors. First we know about the rulers and their kingdoms. And after it's, according to the rulers, what were the developments during the emperors. So let's we move another terms. In this era, in this periods, we have to discuss about the 16 Mahajana. 16 Mahajana. Mahajanpat, here this is the term of the Janpat. Jana means people, Pad means feet or the settlement. Janpat where a greater number of the people lived in a particular place. This whole region it is called the Janpat. When the most or the broad area covered by a emperor, this is known for a Mahajanpat. During this era, the India was known for 16 Mahajanpat emerged. These are some of Magad, Ang, Vaj, Asmak, Kashi, Kuru, Panchal, etc. These are the Mahajanpat. So, next topics I will discuss features of the Mahajanpat. How can you say this is the known for the Mahajanpat? So, Mahajanpat is inscripted, Mahajanpat is defined as some of the features taken by the historian. Firstly, we want to say Mahajanpat, it is a state where a ruler, where a king ruled, or the where Ganas also rules. It may be ruler, it may be Ganas. Ganas means son. This is also refers a group of peoples were ruling. This is a state where the king or the Ganas ruled over there. Each had its own capital. Like as we want to say Magad. Rajgriha was the oldest capital of the Magad. Dharma Sutras laid down norms for kings and their ruler. It is also applied for the peoples because the peoples also obeyed them, which is inscripted in the Dharma Sutras, which is inscripted in a Manusmriti. And rulers were to collect the taxes and tribute from the people. These are the features. First, rulers like as kings and Ganas. Second, rulers collected taxes which paid by people. Third point is each state had its own capital. According to this, next point, Dharma Sutras laid down the norms for rulers and pupil. So this was known for the features of Mahajanpat. After it, I also want to discuss one eminent person which is mentioned by the historian in this era, Princeps and Piyadasi. He was an officer which is appointed in the East India Company. He deciphers Brahmi and the Kharoshthi script in his textual representation. His script mentioned a king. This was known as the Piyadasi. He was a grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, known as Ashoka. He was a great ruler. He is also known as Devanampriya. Ashoka, Devanampriya and Priyadasi means he has 2 or 3 names which was given by their pupil. And after it, next points I will discuss in front of you. How can you represent the Brahmi and the Kharoshthi and the Prakrit language? So, see on the board, Brahmi, Kharoshthi and Prakrit. These are 3 languages. The representation of these languages are, if we want to say A, so A is represents just opposites of the K. This is the Brahmi language represent for the A, and I mean to say, if I represents I, then this represents I for the Brahmi script, and the Kharoshthi is also used as a symbol. These are and same as the Prakrit language. This is similar to this. These are the Prakrit language. This is the representation of which language is used by the Princeps, which is used and deciphered by Princeps. He was an officer appointed in East India Company in 1830. Next topics, just move some developments this long 1500 year span in history after the end of civilization. After the end of civilization, so I mean to say, in this era, most developments which was crucial after the end of the Harappan civilizations, the Rig Veda was composed along with the Indus and its tributaries. Agriculture settlements emerged many parts of this subcontinents, and emergence of new mode of disposals are dead like the megaliths in central and south India. So first point is Rig Veda was composed its Indus and its tributaries. Second is agricultural settlements. Third point is emergence of new mode of disposal are dead like megaliths. Emergence of disposal of debt like megaliths. Here one term is also denoted megaliths. So megaliths, what do you understand about it? It is a large stones that is the form of the prehistoric monuments. I mean to say, a large stones after the making of the monuments, this is known for megaliths. If I will say, it is also found in New South India or the Central India. Next points, I'll just know which is also important for you. Factor of rising Magadha. Factor for rise of Magadha. So it is a vast state. It is also known as Mahajanpad because it was most important historic periods during the ruler Ashoka. Then when we want to say the period of the rising of Magadha, 6th BCE to 4th BCE. BCE to 4th BCE, this was the rising of Magadha. Magad was most powerful state on this decade. Powerful and the ambitious rulers there were ruling, like as Bimbishar, Ajatasattu, and the grandson of Chandragupta Maurya, Asoka. One is another famous ruler named Mahapadmanand. After it has one capital named Rajgrih, which was located on the hills. So, some of the important facts which are inscribed in front of you. Rise of Magad culminated in the emergence of the Mauryan Empire. When we talked to in front of you, approximately 321, we see the Chandragupta Maurya established the emperor of Mauryan Empire. If you see, this is the north part of India. So, this is also known as Magad. This part was Magad. Complete parts holding by the Chandragupta Maurya. Rajgrih is also new capital, old capital of the Magad. It is situated in Bihar. His grandson Ashoka, the most famous ruler, conquered Kalinga. Some of the terms I am just explaining in front of you. So if you don't know, then please note down in your notebook. Here are some important keys which we are telling in front of you. Epigraphy. First is epigraphy. Second is inscription. Third is manusmrit. The Manusmrit. And last is oligarchy. Epigraphy means study of inscription. Inscriptions are these writings which are inscribed on the stones, metals and pottery. The manusmrit means it is a legal text of the early India which was mentioned by the historians in their textual documents. And oligarchy, it is a form of the governments where a group of peoples rules over there. Thank you. Have a grateful day. So this is the lecture first. I have just explained in front of you. So most of the topics you have covered, and the remaining topics it will be explained in next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.